Hi everybody. So what I'm going to do with you is just guide you through a meditation. So I am currently just sitting on the floor on a cushion. For me that's comfortable. I'm sitting cross-legged and that's comfortable too, but you can, as long as you're sitting up straight, what you're trying to do is to be really good in your posture here and trying to allow yourself to breathe really well by straightening your diaphragm. You're relaxing your shoulders and you're just sitting comfortably. For some of you it could be on your knees, but we'll be here for a few minutes. So my advice is to sit cross-legged on a cushion. You have a yoga mat, you can use that, but you really don't have to. And then I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes, and I'm going to take you through some techniques that really just help to relax you. They're called, this can be called meditation, can also be called mindfulness, and it's a really good thing to use when you are wanting to find calm. The mind can go crazy sometimes with thoughts, and especially in lockdown. When we are at home, we're kind of often left to our thoughts, and it can be helpful to do something like meditation to just sort of check out from that. And so the whole idea is we bring our awareness to our bodies, to our breath in particular, but to our bodies, and in doing that, our mind isn't wandering. Our mind's brought into this space here and into our bodies, so that allows us to actually find relaxation. And by breathing deeply, what we're doing is we are telling our brain, and you could think of it as tricking your brain into relaxing. All right, so sit comfortably. You may want to just close your eyes, and I invite you to do that. And what I'm doing is I'm just moving sort of around, and what I'm trying to do is just find a spot that feels really comfortable and sort of centered. And what I mean by that is I feel like I found the middle of where I would want to sit. I'm right, and my weight is exactly in the middle of where I'm sitting. And then I'm imagining that there is this kind of string tied to the top of my head, and it's pulling my head up, so it's straightening my spine. And I'm relaxing my shoulders. Sometimes we go around life and we have very tense shoulders. And I'm relaxing my jaw. Shoulders and jaw are two key areas where we carry a lot of tension, and so we just want to bring awareness to those spaces. Maybe if you can lift your shoulders up, pull a lot of tension into them for a few seconds and just drop them down. And that'll help just to release that and bring you into that calmness. My hands are just one on top of the other in my lap. And I just want you to now notice where you are sitting, where you are making contact with the floor, the feelings that you have of the contact with the floor. So notice those points of contact. Just notice them. I want you to tune into your surroundings through your ears. I want you to listen, and I want you to listen to what is happening in the soundscape around you. What can you hear? For me, there's birds in the tree outside. There's people's voices I can actually hear on the street. The sea is not far from here, so I can actually hear the ocean. The wind is blowing quietly through the trees, and I can just hear that. What can you hear? Just take a moment to notice 3 to 5 things that you can hear. And now, I want you to draw your awareness to your breathing. And I'm going to ask you to put your hand, one hand on your chest, and the other hand on your belly. Still keeping relaxed, still keeping your eyes closed. And you're just breathing normally, But you're now going to actually notice more about the way your breath affects your body. How is your body moving? And I want you just naturally to start to deepen your breath, which means to breathe for longer periods in and out, and slow your breath down. And I want you to feel how that moves through your diaphragm and through your lungs. So what you are trying to do now is breathe more from your belly. Imagine that your belly, your lungs are this balloon that fills up, but it fills up from the belly first. It almost fills up from the bottom, and then as it gets full, it moves into the chest. And then it moves from the chest as you exhale towards the belly. So it's this movement almost like the ocean, and this is such a beautiful thought to think of us as when we breathe, it's like a wave. So you're breathing in and feeling your belly expand, and then feeling that breath fill up towards your chest, and then you're breathing out and you're feeling your chest compress, fall back into relaxation, and then your belly kind of decompress as well. And very shortly, we're going to start to count our breath. This brings our awareness more to our breath. And it actually again gets us to focus our mind on this even more so. Now what you may find is you struggle. And if thoughts come into your mind, you just let them come and go. And as much as you can, you refocus your mind onto your breath. So we're actually practicing how to be focused here. And this is a skill that you practice. We often don't think about focus as something you can practice, but you can practice having attention and focus through breathing techniques. So you're going to try and bring your focus like a torch to your breathing. I'm going to ask you to breathe in, and I'm going to count you in for inhales and exhales. So breathe out all your air and inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. And notice how your hands are expanding as you inhale. 1, pause, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I invite you to try and keep that up. Keep counting your breath and keeping it consistent on the inhales and the exhales. And I invite you to also expand the length of time. So maybe you want to try 5 seconds inhale, 5 second exhale, or 6. And see how it feels to do that, and try and bring your attention to the count of the breath and the feeling of the breath in your body. So do that now. And what you can do is imagine this oxygen that's coming in as you breathe in. This is now visualization. You're imagining that oxygen flowing through your blood. What you are doing biologically right now as you slow your breath down and breathe more deeply is you are oxygenating your blood. And that actually is rejuvenating. It's important to do. And too often in life we breathe really short and shallow breaths. So this is an oxygenating of the blood. And it can give you energy and it makes you feel calmer and better. And imagine that flowing around your body and bringing life. Imagine also as you breathe out, you're cleansing things. You're getting rid of anything that you don't need. Any kind of like thoughts even that you don't want. Any fears or anxieties, anything you don't want. You're breathing it out and you're cleansing and bringing in new life as you breathe in. And I invite you to keep going with that as long as you would like. You can keep going. Otherwise, let your breath fall back to normal. Let your hands come back into a relaxed position. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Take a moment to absorb through your senses the sounds again. The calm in your body. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and you can go off and do what's next, enjoying the calm that you've brought to your body and to your mind and the oxygen that is now flowing more strongly through your veins. Thanks for doing this with me.